Hi friends, good morning. This is Nagaya Siramat. In the previous video, we discussed some ARM7 programming programs. So in this video, I am going to explain load store multiple instructions. Under load store multiple instructions, this is the first video of 4 videos. So in this video, I am going to explain load instructions in how load instructions will works under multiple instructions operations. So before that, I would like to say thanks who are supported me to give number of videos on different technical topics. Somebody given good comments on videos. I'm very thankful to them, and I request who are watching my videos, please subscribe and share to others. It makes me to motivate to do number of videos on different technical topics. I always looks for your different comments to improve myself, and please suggest to your friends to share my videos to their friends also. Multiple register transfer. So this load instruction is belongs to multiple register transfer instructions. Load store multiple instructions can transfer multiple registers between memory and the processor. So these multiple register transfer helpful for transmitting the number of data from the memory to the processor or from the processor to the memory in a single instruction execution. The transfer occurs from a base address register, that is R suffix n, pointing into memory. So here the memory is pointed by the base address register, that is called as R suffix n. We can use ARM programming register from R0 to R12 register as a base address register. Multiple register transfer instructions are more efficient from single register transfers, because see here by using these multiple register transfer instructions, we can transfer number of data at a time in a single instruction execution. That is the reason we can say that multiple register transfer instructions are more efficient from the single register transfers. So we can use these multiple register transfer instructions for moving blocks of data around the memory, and also we can in saving and restoring context, and in the stack operations also we can use multiple register transfer instructions. Come, we'll see the syntax of this multiple register transfer instruction. In this video, I am explaining the first instruction, that is LDM, comes under multiple register transfer. So LDM stands for load multiple register. So here syntax followed with the instruction, then conditions. After that we have the addressing modes with respect to the instruction. Under addressing modes we have increment after, increment before, decrement after, decrement before. Like that addressing modes we can consider with respect to multiple register transfer instructions. Then after the addressing modes, in the syntax, that is R suffix n is pointed. Here this R n with exclamation mark indicates that it is a memory pointer. Then followed by registers. Here we can represent registers 1 or 2 or more than 2 registers also we can represent. If you want to represent 2 registers, we can put between 2 registers as comma, or if it is more than 2 registers, then we can use minus between the registers. For example, if you are using 5 registers, we can write it as R1 minus R5. That indicates that R1 to R5 registers. So here we can use along with the LDM as addressing mode LDM IA, that is load multiple register increment after, LDM IB load multiple register increment before. If you consider the examples, LDM IA, so LDM IA stands for load multiple register increment after. So here I consider R0 is the base register, then in the register part R1. So what will happens once if you execute this instruction, it loads the whatever data is available in the memory location pointed by R0 register, that data will be loaded to the R1 register. In the second example, LDMIA R0 exclamation mark comma in the bracket registers represented as R1 comma R2. Here the data is loaded from memory to two registers R1 and also R2. Then in the third example, LDMIA R0 exclamation mark comma in the flower bracket R1 minus R3, that indicates that R1 to R3, R1, R2 and R3 registers. So here data is loaded from memory to the these three registers. LDMIB load multiple register increment before. What happens in this case, the memory is incremented before, then the data is loaded to the registers. That is the meaning of increment before. In case of increment after the loading the data from the memory to the register, then memory will be incremented. So that is the difference between IA and IB. Now we'll see with exactly memory and also the data, then we can easily confirm how IA and IB differs. So here I consider generally the memory address with 0x0000 last 14, the next location, the difference of 4 location, because here 32-bit data is pointed in the memory location as a data value. So that is the reason I consider 4 memory location difference in the pointing the memory addresses. So the first address location is 14, next is 18, then 1C. This is in hexadecimal representation. Then here R0 base register is pointing at this address 0x00014. Okay, so here I have the data 1111 in the first location. In the next fourth location I have 2222, and in the next fourth location I have 333, like that. Next 4444, 5555. Then here I consider 3 registers. Initially the value content is 0. So this is before execution of LDMIA instruction. What is the data is available in the memory location, and where is the R0 base register is pointing, and what is the data is available in the registers R1, R2 and R3. So this is before execution of the instruction LDMIA. That example is LDMIA R0 exclamation mark comma R1 to R3. So we can represent the same thing with respect to the code also. Here in the memory location, see whatever the memory address is there, that memory address I am pointing as a variable name as memory. In that I have the data 112555. Okay, so here I am taking this data to the pointing to some register as a base register. Here I consider LDR R0 comma equals to memory. What happens? The address of the memory is pointed to R0. Here you can consider address is 0x000014. So here initially R1, R2, R3 I made it as clear, that is 0 values. So here I wrote one instruction, that is LDMIA load multiple register increment after. So what happens? First the memory data available in the R0, that will be loaded to R1 register, then again incremented by 4 location, then R2 it will be loads, then again increment by 4 location, then R3 will be loads. That is the meaning of increment after. So we can observe after the execution of that instruction LDMIA how the data will be loaded to the registers. See here R1 is loaded as 111, R2 is loaded as 222, R3 is loaded as 333. See here the first memory location in 14 I have 11. First that will be loaded to R1, then again it is incremented by 4 locations. This data will be loaded in R2, then again it will be incremented by 4 location, then 33 will be loaded. So here only 3 data will be loaded because we consider in the instruction R1 to R3. So that is the reason 3 data will be loaded to 3 registers. So then our R0 base pointer is pointing at the location 00020. So this is increment after. Similarly, we can see increment before, how it will be executes. So here the same memory location I am considering and same data I have in the data across the memory addresses, and R0 is pointing at the starting address at 014. Then initially R1 to R3 registers are zeros, so we can represent same thing with respect to the code also, and here I replaced by IA by IB increment before. What it does here, our base pointer first it is increments, then what is the data in that particular memory location, that data will be loaded to the registers. That is the meaning of increment before. The first base pointer increments the memory location, then it loads the data from the memory to the registers. You can observe here. So earlier the base pointer is pointing at 0014 before execution. Okay, so once if you execute this instruction LDMIB, what happens? First it increments the memory location. What is the data is available? 2222. That 22 goes to R1. Then it increments the memory location. Again, what is the data is available? 333. That goes to R2 register. Then again it increments the location by 4 locations, then what is the data is available in that location? 4444, that goes to R3 register. So here R1 is loaded as 22, R2 is loaded as 33, R3 is loaded as 44. So this is the main difference we can observe between IB and IA increment after. So in case of increment after, the data will be loads first, then it will be increments. But in case of in LDM IB, first memory location increment, what is the data is available, that will be loads to the registers. So that is the meaning of increment after and increment before with respect to load instructions. Now we can execute the same examples in the software also, then we can easily clarify how the data will be loaded to the registers from the memory locations. Here I consider what I represented the code in the examples. So here I have LDR R0 equals to memory. In the memory I have the data 112555. Just I will save it and translate and build. So the steps for execution of the ARM7 programming I explained in the earlier videos. You can refer that video so you can easily execute the program also. Now I'll go for debug. Yeah, so here we have the register window and this is the main program window. For step-by-step execution you can press from the keyboard as F11 or you can use this option. So I am pressing here. What happens? So first, earlier the program counter is pointing at the fifth line, that is LDR R0 comma equals to memory. The address of the memory is loaded to R0. So R0 value is 00014. This is an address of the R0 location. So just you can type it here in the address. So you can observe what is the data is available. So what is the data is available in that 14, that is pointed as memory. In that I have 11. So 11, 22, 33, 44, 55 is available in the memory location. So what we have to do, we need this data to the register. So that is we are executing by using LDM instruction. Now I am checking for R1, R2, R3. Initially I am making as 0. So I loaded R1 is 0, R2 is 0 and R3 is also 0. Now your program counter is pointing at LDM IA instruction. What it does, it loads the R0 memory location value. What is that? 111, 222, 333, 444, 55. I have 5 datas are there. So in that I am taking first 3 data to the registers R1 to R3. How you are taking? First it takes that, it loads the data from the memory, then it will be incremented by 4 location. That is the meaning of LDM IA. You can observe after executing that instruction. See here, I executed that instruction. R1 is loaded as 11, R2 is loaded as 222, R3 is loaded as 333. Then after that, what will happen? Our program counter is pointing to 20 location because you are loaded first 3 data. So next data is here, that is 44. If you want that also, you have to use here R1 to R4 like that. Okay, this is about LDM IA. So similarly, we can execute LDM IB also. You can find the difference. In IA, we come to know that 112233 loaded. Now, if you use LDM IB, what will happens? You can see. So I am executing. So first R0 memory location is as 0014. In that I have the datas 11255. Then R1 is 0, R2 is 0, R3 is 0. Then I am executing LDM IB. What happens here? IB increment before our R0 memory location increment by 4 initially. Then the data is loaded from the memory to the register. So first here it is pointing 14. It is incremented by 4 location. Then it will be pointed to 22. So from here the data will be loaded. So you can observe. See, I executed now. So what happens now? 222 is loaded in R1 register, 333 is loaded in R2 register, 44 is loaded in R3 registers. So why? Because increment before, that memory location is incremented before, then the data is loaded to the register. So that is the difference we can observe between LDM IA and LDM IB instruction. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share and also subscribe my channel. If you like this explanation, please like, share it and also subscribe my channel. Thank you once again.